Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another edition of the Unstoppable Denominator channel, guys. I am the Unstoppable Denominator, bringing you guys another AEW Dominate results. So, I wasn't able to watch the show because I had two reactions I had to do, but it is 10:57 as this recording, and I only have like 2 hours to stay up before I go to bed. So, I'm gonna fucking just do this show for you guys. So tonight's episode of AEW Dynamite Holiday Bash Night 1, which night Holiday Bash Night 2 will held on Saturday night. And it was held live from the historic Greensboro Coliseum in Greensboro, North Carolina. It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. Tony Schiavone, the Human Suplex Machine, Taz, and Excalibur were the broadcast team for tonight's event. So Adam Cole, Bay versus freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy. Adam Cole is sitting at 5-0. 5-0. And that's a very impressive record, said Taz. Adam Cole and Orange Cassidy had a stare down until Orange took down Cole and kissed him. Orange hit an arm drag and cradled Cole for a near fall. Orange worked over Cole with a side headlock. Cole rallied back with a backstabber to Orange Cassidy. What a backstabber. Cole is locked in, said Taz. Adam Cole whipped Orange Cassidy into the turnbuckle and then hit a double biceps pose. Adam Cole ascended to the top rope where he met Cassidy. Orange shoved Cole off the top and then met Cole on the mat with a whirl DDT. The Young Bucks, Nick Jackson and Matt Jackson, and associate stooge Brandon Cutler walked down to the ring. Orange jumped out of the ring onto Cutler. The best friends came out to even up the odds. Orange Cassidy connected with a Topia Suicida on the Bucks. Adam Cole rammed Orange Cassidy into the steel ring steps. Cole attempted to the running knee strike, but Orange rolled out of the way, and Cole collided knees first into the ring steps. What a battle we are witnessing in our opening contest, said Excalibur. Cole hit Orange with forearms and dared Orange to strike back. Orange blasted Cole with a thrust kick. Cole came back with a brainbuster on the knee for a near fall on Orange. Wow, Orange landing on the back of Cole's knees. That was nasty, said Taz. Cole rocked Orange Cassidy with a pump kick. Orange came back with a stun dog millionaire. He followed up with a diving DDT for a near fall on Cole. That was ultra close, said Taz. Cole nailed Orange Cassidy with a low pump kick and screamed, "Stay down!" Cole headed up to the middle rope, getting in position for the Panama Sunrise. But Orange backed out of the way. He sucked in Cole for the Michinika driver for a near fall. Orange Cassidy put on the avatar shades, placed his hand in his pocket like always, because he can't fight without his hands out of his goddamn stupid pockets, and jumped off the top rope. But Cole connected with a thrust kick. And Cole followed up with a Panama Sunrise. But Orange Cassidy kicked out. Cole charged in with the knee, but Orange moved. Orange drilled Cole with a beach break. Orange was setting up for the Orange punch, but Cole rolled out of the ring. Bobby Fish ran down to the ring and then he got in the face of ref Bryce Rumsberg. Kyle O'Reilly, the violent artist, jumped in the ring and attacked Orange Cassidy while the referee was distracted. Cole finished off Orange with a boom kick and pinned him. Best friends tried to help Orange, but Fish, Cole, and O'Reilly triple teamed best friends. The Bucks walked back out to the ring, perplexed at Cole's surprise. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish left in the ring without the Bucks. Oof. So I see Adam Cole turning on the Elite. I would have waited until Kenny Omega comes back and would have had like a rivalry. The Undisputed Era versus the Elite. Now that would be so cool to see, you know. But they should wait until Kenny Omega returns. But we know that ain't gonna happen. I say maybe next week. No, it's gonna be probably after the holidays. We might see Adam Cole turn on the Elite. So, and pretty much the Young Bucks are we're told to do something, like keep in order or something like that. Tony Schiavone, well, pretty much that was the Christmas present to Adam Cole of Kyle O'Reilly being in AEW. So congratulations to Kyle O'Reilly being in AEW now, and congratulations to Adam Cole for getting that present. So I am happy to see that, and hopefully we'll see Undisputed Era versus the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, the Elite. But who will be replacing Kenny Omega? I say Brandon Cutler. But we'll have to find out. But Brandon Cutler sucks, I'm sorry to say. The Bucks, okay, Tony Schiavone interviewed AEW World Champion Hangman Adam Page. Tony asked Page about the rematch happening in 2 weeks. Hangman Adam Page, after 60 minutes covered in blood, I was handed back this championship. And as we went to commercial, I managed to walk up the ramp and I saw the reflection on my face in this championship. And I never felt less than a champion. So the only feeling I have after last week is disappointment. The American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, interrupted the interview. Danielson says, "Wait untitled. I can't pronounce that. Millennial Cowboy still has the AEW championship around his shoulder. And he's still disappointed. Oh, poor Cowboy. You know who should be disappointed? The AEW fans. Because I kicked your ass for 60 minutes. And if anyone should be AEW champion, it should be me. But I'm not somebody who's going to cry about my feelings. No, we have a rematch on January 5th, and I'm going to kick your ass again. You managed to survive 60 minutes only because I hurt my leg a little in my match with John Silver. Oh, you poor baby Bryan Danielson. Get over it. I'm not going to wrestle until January 5th. But there's another problem. But if Adam Page goes out there and stalls for 60 minutes, we're in the same position with the rightful champion standing empty-handed and that piece of cowboy shit standing in the ring with the title. But I didn't come out here to complain. I came out here with a solution. I propose we have judges. So if you decide to stall out again, then everyone will know that the true AEW World Champion is Bryan Danielson. Certainly all of you idiots realize I won that match last week. Paige says, that's real creative of you. Last week you took me past 30, past 40, past 50. You took me out to deep waters. But in the final seconds, I swam and had just 3 more seconds, I would have drowned you. But you know what? If we keep the time limit and you want judges, let's get some old guys some paydays. But you better make sure you pay them in advance because they will not earn it. I have come too far for this. I spilled too much blood for this. To have somebody tell me I'm a B-plus player. That's horseshit. So if the question is in 2 weeks, can Adam Hangman Page beat Bryan Danielson in less than an hour? The answer is yes. Big time challenge accepted by the champion, said Taz. AEW World Champion Hangman Adam Page versus American Dragon Bryan Danielson 2 live Wednesday, January 5th on TBS 8/7 Central. Do not miss it, ladies and gentlemen. MJF was backstage addressing the Pinnacle. MJF asked Wardlow if he paid him good money to protect him. Wardlow replied, "Sure do." MJF said this was part of CM Punk's mind games. So I do see Wardlow probably turning on MJF pretty much maybe after the holidays. What do you guys think? I do definitely see it happening. Mr. Mayhem, Wardlow with Shawn Spears versus Captain Shawn Dean. Wardlow grabbed Dean and planted him with a power bomb. Wardlow is on a 14-match winning streak, said Schiavone. Wardlow pancaked Dean with another power bomb, and then a third, and then a fourth power bomb. Wardlow placed his boot on the chest of Dean and pinned him. Spears smashed Dean with a steel chair after the match. American Top Team's Dan Lambert was in a skybox with the Men of the Year, Scorpio Sky, and All Ego Ethan Page. Tony Khan man uses the buddy system. Scorpio Sky pinned Chris Jericho not once but twice. Ethan Page has wrestled better than anyone in this company since he got here. Yet on Christmas night, they'll be watching Cody wrestling. You want more proof of Tony Khan's buddy system? Look how Tony Khan is treating me. He gave me an impossible task. He actually wants me to get you to cheer for Cody Rhodes? How am I going to do that when Cody is a bigger dick than I am? Newsflash, I don't care who you cheer for or who you boo. In Sammy's title defense against Cody on Christmas night, my only concern is that one of my guys get the next title match. And we don't need any help from Tony Khan. So AEW Women's World Champion Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, and Tony Schiavone's Christmas party. Tony asked Baker about her upcoming match against Rio. I didn't slide in and take anyone's spot. I am the plus of AEW. If you think 2022 is going to start with Rio dethroning me, you have another thing coming. You're out of your league, Rio. You'll shoot your eye out, kid. I definitely see Rio defeating Dr. Britt Baker. A very special video package aired with details of the Owen Hart Cup tournaments, TBS Women's Title Tournament Semi-Final, the Native Beast Nyla Rose with Vicky Guerrero versus the runaway Ruby Soho. The winner of this match faces the winner of the Thunder Rosa Jade Cargill bracket. Nyla pulled the jacket up on Ruby like a hockey jersey and began to pummel her with fists. Soho tried to take Nyla off her feet with a running body press, but Nyla shoved Ruby down. Nyla hurled Ruby across the ring. Ruby went for a back heel trip, but Nyla back elbowed Ruby. Nyla clubbed Ruby with a lariat. Nyla threw Ruby out of the ring and then jumped off the ring apron with a double sledge. Ruby battered Nyla with lefts and rights outside of the ring and then smashed Nyla with headbutts. Ruby charged at Nyla, but Vicky pulled Nyla out of the ring. Ruby collided with the steel ring steps. Ruby turned the tables and DDT'd Nyla. Nyla pulled a chair out from beneath the ring, but Ruby kicked the chair back into Nyla's face. Ruby climbed to the top rope, but Vicky Guerrero shoved Ruby, and Ruby landed on the top rope. Nyla hit the flying knee drop onto Ruby's shoulder. Nyla will not be denied, said Excalibur. Nyla lifted Ruby up, but Ruby countered with a dragon sleeper. Vicky tried to interfere again. Ruby kicked Vicky off the apron, but turned into a beast bomb from Nyla. Ruby barely kicked out. Ruby rallied back with the no future finisher and pinned Nyla Rose. One damaged arm, and she was still able to come away with the win, said Tony Schiavone. Ruby preserves and advances to the finals of the TBS Championship Tournament, added Excalibur. Next, we have Malachi Black versus the Varsity Blondes, Griff Garrison, with Brian Pillman Jr. He is building the house of Black here in AEW, said Excalibur of Malachi Black. Griff charged at Black, and Black blasted him with a high kick. Malachi went outside of the ring toward Pillman, but Griff surprised Black with a spectacular Topia Suicida. Back in the ring, Black grabbed a leg lock on Griff until Griff grabbed the ropes to force the break. Black landed upwards of 10 uncontested strikes on Griff. Griff booted Black in the jaw and then cracked him with a rolling elbow. Black rocked Griff with a knee strike. Black applied a single leg crab submission and Griff tapped out. Pillman jumped into the ring to stop Black from punishing Griff. Black knocked Pillman's block off with a vicious roundhouse kick. CM Punk, Darby Allin, and Sting versus the Pinnacle, FTR's Cash Wheeler and Dax Hardwood, and three-time Dynamite Dynamite Diamond Ring winner MJF. Punk had face paint on like Sting. Darby was wearing classic surfer style Sting face paint. And Sting was wearing face paint with CM Punk's logo. And wearing CM Punk's shirt. MJF and Punk were about to square off when MJF quickly tagged out. Dry throat, sorry. Used a side headlock takeover on Punk. Hardwood hit a shoulder tackle on Punk, but Punk followed up with a deep arm drag. Darby Allin tagged in, but was lit up with a solid back elbow to the jaw by Cash Wheeler. Darby Allin nailed Cash Wheeler with a dropkick. MJF tagged in, and Punk chased him around the ring. MJF tagged to Cash Wheeler, putting considerable distance between himself and CM Punk. Sting tagged in and wrenched the arm of Cash Wheeler. Listen to the ovation for Sting, said Schiavone. Sting was looking for the Scorpio Death Lock and Cash bailed to the outside. MJF tagged in and tried to hit Sting with a knife-edge chop, but Sting didn't budge. Sting dropped MJF with a short arm clothesline and tagged Punk in. MJF retreated to the outside of the ring and then jumped over the barricade and ran away. CM Punk chased MJF up the stairs and out into the concourse. MJF sprinted back down the stairs toward the ring and tagged to Dax Hardwood. Darby launched himself out of the ring onto FTR and MJF. Cash dropped Darby face first across the top rope. Darby landed on the arena floor and then Dax rammed Darby into the barricade. FTR double teamed Darby in the ring. MJF finally tagged in and body slammed Darby. MJF mocked Punk and then tagged out to Dax. Dax body slammed Darby and then tagged out to Cash. Cash tried for a body slam, but Darby rolled Cash up for a near fall. Darby scooped, slammed Cash, and made the tag to Sting. Sting cleaned house on FTR with the right hands. Sting planted MJF with a spinebuster and then hit Stinger Splash on FTR. Sting applied to Scorpio Deathlock on Dax, but MJF jumped in and interfered while the referee Paul Turner had his back turned. Punk tagged in and single-handedly took out FTR, going to work on them with a bulldog clothesline combo. He followed up with a Topia Suicida to Dax. Punk hit a diving crossbody on Cash for a near fall. Punk signaled for the GTS, but FTR tried to double team him. Punk fought his way out of it and nailed Dax with a neck breaker. Punk climbed to the top rope, but Dax shoved him. Dax was looking for the brainbuster of the top rope, but Punk reeled back and landed an elbow strike on Dax. FTR came back with tremendous teamwork for a near fall on Punk. Dax was wiped out by a roundhouse kick from Punk, but Dax Hardwood and CM Punk traded strikes in the middle of the ring, going punch for punch. Punk tried for the GTS, but FTR smashed Punk with the big rig. Sting made the save until MJF jumped in. Sting tossed MJF over the top rope onto FTR. Sting jumped off the top rope and out onto FTR and MJF. Sting is out of his mind, said Taz. Punk was about to hit the GTS on MJF when Dax shoved him out of the way, taking the bullet for his teammates. Punk hit the GTS on Dax. Darby Allin crashed down on Dax with the coffin drop. And then Punk pinned Dax. What a spectacular main event on this first night of AEW's Holiday Bash, said Excalibur. Be sure to tune in next Wednesday, to AEW Dynamite New Year's Smash Live on TNT from the Daily's Place in Jacksonville, Florida, which I do think there's since the new COVID variant is out and it's costing a big possibly a lockdown again. I do feel like that's where AEW will be back into, is AEW Daily's Place in Jacksonville, Florida. So, like a COVID-19 breakout. Do not miss AEW Holiday Bash Night 2 on a special night and time this week. Saturday night, December 25th at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. Central Time on TNT, featuring TNT champion Sammy Guevara versus the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes. Legit Lady La Hirsch, I don't know how to pronounce that name, never heard of her, versus Chris Statlander. Jungle Boy versus Isaiah Cassidy. Hook versus Bear Bronson. Happy holidays, and remember, the home of professional wrestling is All Elite Wrestling. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell so that way, guys, do not miss an upload here on this channel. And I'm out.
Hey everybody, it's your boy Skiz here. And if you don't subscribe to Blonde and the Unstoppable Denominator, then you are a toothy bumfuck, pussy ass bitch motherfucker.